You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I hate to start this video out this way, but so much for the Patriots landing Tee Higgins. I never really understood why New England media was so hell-bent on the idea that they were really going to be in on this. My feeling was Tee Higgins was likely going to either be franchised or would sign a long-term deal with the New England Patriots. So when New England would post something or somebody would post something online about wanting Tee Higgins, I just let it go, because I was like, I just don't think that's really going to happen. And do you want to pay that much money for a wide receiver, right? We literally just watched the Eagles beat the hell out of the Chiefs because of arguably the best defensive and offensive line in the sport. And, well, you're watching Mike Vrabel and how he wants to build teams. The guy's old school. He's going to want a great offensive and defensive line, right? So now, is there always a chance that there's some kind of a sign and trade scenario with Tee Higgins? Yeah, sure. But how's that going to make Joe Burrow happy? Now, do I think there's a world where I could see them sneak and trade for a DK Metcalf, which I have kind of talked about, or Cooper Kupp would be the other guy? I know I've seen Devontae Adams thrown out there. Look, guys, Devontae Adams hates Josh McDaniels. I mean, he was one of the guys that helped torpedo Josh McDaniels with the Raiders. In fact, I've often said, ever since we found out that little nugget, and we've realized that, and everything that's gone on, because Devontae Adams ended up not liking Antonio Pierce either, and demanded a trade to the Jets. Oh, was it really that bad with the Raiders and Josh McDaniels? Because I'm wondering now. I've wondered that for a while. He was disgruntled with or without Josh. And by the way, he influenced that locker room too. So I would never thought that Devontae Adams would end up with the Patriots. Bengals plan on placing the non-exclusive franchise tag on Tee Higgins for a second straight season. League sources have confirmed. The tag window officially opens on Tuesday, February 18th at 3 p.m. Central Time, my time. 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and last until Tuesday, March 4th. I'm not going to give that time. You get the point. Sources say Higgins camp expects to get tagged at this point. He would be the top free agent if he were to make it to free agency. That isn't expected to happen. I didn't think it would be. The Bengals will tag Higgins by March 4th, the March 4 deadline. See, I've kind of suspected that the other big free agent that's going to be out there, an offensive tackle, Ronnie Stanley, I don't think the Ravens are going to let him go. I don't think he'll get away either. So I don't know. That move is one of the many reasons why Higgins could stick around in Cincinnati for the foreseeable future. Joe Burrow is another major factor. The star quarterback has made it clear he wants Higgins back in stripes in 2025 and beyond. So, in case you're wondering just about stats, yeah, I mean, I think his most impressive stats are those first 3 years, of course. 908 yards as a rookie is a lot, all right? Because generally speaking, as a rookie, there's some real adjustment coming into the NFL. But then you got 1,091 yards and 1,029 yards and, 6 touchdowns, 6, 7, 5. And then this year, he missed games. I wonder how big of a season he'd have had if he'd have played in 17 games. By the way, you only have 2 seasons where he actually showed up in 16 games. He's had some injury issues. Okay, now, I know a guy like Debo Samuel is going to hit the market. I'm a Niners fan. Yes, I root for the Patriots. But the Niners are my team. Look, this is coming from somebody that roots for the Niners and watched every snap that Debo's taken. Debo looks old, folks. I'm just throwing it out there. He looks old and slow And I mean, yeah, for an NFL for an average citizen, he looks like he's in shape. For an NFL wide receiver, at times he didn't look like he was in top condition last year. And he started to show some real age. If I'm a Patriots fan and I've started hearing Debo's name come up, I wouldn't want to go there, personally speaking, all right? Look at it this way. I'm a Niners fan. I'm glad they're trying to trade him. I'm glad he asked for a trade and that they're trying to move him now. I'm good. Ayuk's coming back. Let's move on from Debo and let's reload in the draft because that team's getting long in the tooth and Debo's part of that. All right? Now, are there all kinds of ways for the Patriots to get wide receivers? Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Cooper Kupp, I think, could be a second-year quarterback's best kind of friend. You got to probably find somebody in the draft. And I think you need to take a look at, a DK Metcalf kind of, he's bigger, faster than Debo at this point, and he doesn't look like he's slowed down, in my opinion, any, right? And you can look around. I would have said, and I did say, prior to the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, that you went after A.J. Brown, who still looked like Superman out there. Well, I mean, he showed his ass in the Super Bowl, and they won a championship. Now I don't think there's any way that Mike Vrabel is going to get his favorite wide receiver in the NFL back on his team, which I actually think was a real possibility. I think the Patriots would have taken a hard look at trading for A.J. Brown. He's a Patriot. A.J. Brown's a Patriots fan. And they would have seen if they could have got him on this team, I think. But that's not going to happen now. I mean, they're going to bring it back. They're going to run it back and try to win another one in Philadelphia. So you can probably forget about that. If I'm a Patriots fan at this point, I'm looking heavy. Look, you got to get offensive line, get some protection for your quarterback, maybe look at another hot shot tight end, Hunter Henry, a Cooper Kupp, draft. There's some damn good tight ends in the draft. There's way to get offensive production. Maybe look at one of these dual threat kind of running backs that are coming out. It's one of the deepest running back drafts ever. And there's some like Jamar Gibbs kind of guys coming out. Well, we know from watching the Lions, that kind of guy is a hell of a weapon. A hell of a weapon. So there's absolutely ways to beef up your offense without having to go get a Tee Higgins, right? Or even a Deebo. I just don't know what Deebo's got left. I really don't. If I was a team, I would be very, very leery of grabbing that guy. I wouldn't give up more than like a 4th-round pick for him, honestly. Tell me what you think. Tee Higgins, he's not becoming a Patriot or a 49er for that matter. Although I don't think that rumor ever went out there, but it became very clear this was going to be the Patriots, I think, number one target, and I just never thought he was going to make it there. I thought the Bengals would figure out a way to keep him in-house, and here we are. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.